Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Monday, July 8. Sasha predicts disaster. Tracy fumes over surprise guest. Angry Sam sneaks off. General Hospital. EHS spoilers for Monday, July 8. Reveal that Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, will move forward with announcing his run for Congress at the Quartermain picnic. So he'll thank the people who have made this possible and look forward to kicking off a successful political career. However, Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, will sneak away from the crowd and ultimately vent to Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, about Drew's sudden career shift. Sam will have concerns about Scout Kane, Cosetta Benanton, and how the campaign's going to affect her as well. Dante will make a comment about Sam maybe looking like she has something to hide, but he might just be cracking a joke about her hiding out from the festivities. Then again, it's possible the conversation will turn to what Sam is genuinely hiding since she's keeping her FBI hacking plot with Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, under wraps. Back at the party, Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, will face questions about her support of Heather Weber, Allie Mills, and the possibility that she could be on the path to freedom. Laura will insist she's putting all her faith in the experts' opinions, but she'll ultimately face Portia Robinson's, Brooke Kerr, wrath for trying to help someone who's inflicted so much horror. Next, James West, Gary James Fuller, will have a sweet conversation with Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, that piles on the guilt. Since Cody will eventually make a confession, could his chat with James convince him to come clean to Max Scorpio, John J. York, about their father-son status? Over with Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, she'll ask who the hell invited her, and clearly won't be happy about a particular guest's arrival. Will it be Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, presence that irritates Tracy, or will someone else get under her skin? Regardless, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, will have a one-on-one discussion with Nina on Monday's GH episode, so that could bring Nina's admission about her hookups with Drew and the complicated feelings that have developed. Sasha will warn that this is the kind of thing that can only end in disaster, especially since Nina hasn't been honest with Willow. Speaking of Willow, she'll do something impulsive that'll shake things up in Monday's show. Could it be something truly shocking like planting a spontaneous kiss on Drew, or will her upcoming move be a little tamer instead? We should note that Sasha will spot a scandalous scene once Tuesday rolls around, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what she witnesses. General Hospital spoilers say Sasha will get tangled up in some messes, so stick with us for updates on all the curveballs and more predictions on the tricky news that's brewing. CDL's where you want to be for fantastic General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news and updates, so make us your top PH source. The bustling halls of General Hospital were a chaotic blend of anxiety and anticipation as the new week began. Monday brought with it an air of unease that settled like a storm cloud over the staff and patients. Sasha Gilmore, standing by the window in her room, couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. She peered out at the city, the sun's rays doing little to lift the heavy feeling in her chest. Sasha's premonitions had always been more than mere hunches. They were instinctual warnings, a gift, or curse, she'd carried since childhood. Today, her gut screamed louder than ever. She'd already warned several people, but her words were met with skepticism and polite nods. Frustrated but undeterred, she resolved to stay vigilant. Across town, at the Quartermain mansion, chaos of a different sort was brewing. Tracy Quartermain was in a particularly foul mood, her temper as volatile as ever. She had just received word that an unexpected guest was arriving, and she had a sinking suspicion about who it might be. Tracy's relationship with surprises was notoriously strained, and today was no exception. As Tracy stormed through the grand halls, barking orders to the staff, she couldn't help but feel a pang of irritation. Her life was complicated enough without added drama. The front door swung open, and in walked her younger brother, Ned Quartermain, his expression a mixture of apology and resolve. "Tracy, I know you're not going to like this, but we have to be civil," Ned said, attempting to diffuse her temper before it fully ignited. "Civil? When have you known me to be civil?" Tracy shot back, her eyes narrowing. Before Ned could respond, the surprise guest stepped into the foyer. Standing tall and looking as enigmatic as ever was Luke Spencer. Tracy's breath caught in her throat, and her eyes blazed with a mix of anger and something else, perhaps a hint of old wounds reopened. "You've got to be kidding me," she muttered under her breath, her hands clenching into fists. Meanwhile, back at General Hospital, Sam McCall was on a mission. Her normally calm demeanor was replaced by a seething anger that radiated off her in waves. She moved through the corridors with purpose, her mind focused on a singular goal. She had received a tip about something suspicious happening in the basement, and her curiosity had quickly morphed into a need for answers. Sam had learned to trust her instincts, and right now, they were screaming at her to investigate. She had tried to loop in Jason, but he was tied up with Sonny, dealing with another one of his endless crises. So Sam decided to go it alone. She slipped past the nurse's station, her movements stealthy and deliberate. In the basement, the air was thick and musty, the dim lighting casting eerie shadows on the walls. Sam's heart pounded in her chest as she crept forward, every nerve on high alert. She reached the door she was looking for and pressed her ear against it, straining to hear any sounds from within. Nothing. Carefully, she turned the handle and pushed the door open, revealing a room filled with boxes and old medical equipment. It looked innocent enough, but Sam knew better than to take things at face value. She stepped inside, her eyes scanning the room for anything out of place. That's when she saw it, a small, inconspicuous door at the back of the room. It was partially hidden behind a stack of crates, almost as if someone didn't want it to be found. Sam's heart rate spiked as she approached the door. She reached out and touched the handle, feeling a chill run down her spine. Whatever was behind this door, it was something someone wanted to keep hidden. With a deep breath, she turned the handle and stepped through. What she found on the other side made her blood run cold. The room was stark and sterile, a sharp contrast to the cluttered storage area. In the center stood a table with various pieces of high-tech equipment, and standing over it was a figure she recognized all too well. "Peter August," Sam whispered, her voice barely audible. Peter looked up, a sinister smile spreading across his face. "Sam McCall, I was wondering when you'd show up." Meanwhile, upstairs, Sasha's anxiety reached a boiling point. She couldn't shake the feeling that Sam was in danger. She had seen Sam sneaking off earlier, and now her gut was screaming at her that something was wrong. Ignoring the protests of the nurses, Sasha hurried out of her room and made her way to the basement. In the Quartermain mansion, Tracy's confrontation with Luke was escalating. Old grievances and unresolved tensions flared up, the years of history between them fueling the fire. Tracy's anger was palpable, but beneath it all, there was a flicker of something else, perhaps regret or longing for a time when things were simpler. "Why are you here, Luke?" Tracy demanded, her voice trembling with barely controlled fury.